Hello and welcome back to another secret laboratory video. Today I'll be showing you how you can actually win as a scientist, aka science boys or nerds. Now before we get started off, I just want to say that in the description there should be links to each section of the video, there should be timestamps, and the video has been broken into sections. So if you want to skip to a particular section, like how to escape, or the pros and cons, or just the intro, you can look at that in the description below and it'll show up in the video. So, let's get started off with the basics. The scientists spawn in like containment zone. This is with the D class who spawn in the class D cells and SCP-173 who spawns in his chamber. But a scientist spawn in random rooms, and typically these are rooms at the ends of corridors. The rooms are checkpoints A and B, the washrooms, like containment zone armory, and GR18, which is SCP-372's containment chamber. They typically spawn in with a scientist keycard, which has level 1 and 2 containment access, as well as a medkit, and on some servers this may change, but this should be the default, I believe. Now the scientists are part of the Foundation faction, and they will work with the MTF and facility guards, and they can cooperate with D-Class. Now the MTF or the scientists win if no D-Class escape and become chaos, so if a D-Class is cuffed and escapes, it's fine. If at least one science boy escapes, / cuffed D-boy, and if all SCPs are terminated. Now in my opinion, the scientists have the hardest win conditions in the game, and are arguably in the toughest positions for reasons explained later. For now, let's just get into the pros. The pros are pretty simple. You spawn in with a scientist keycard, and you can instantly get into 914 or 012, and it's very easy to speedrun. It also means you're guaranteed a keycard, so you're not going to be left out. You won't have to waste time finding one in PC or whatever, and of course a medkit is always nice. Now the scientists can also cooperate with D-Class as shown in the clips here. You know what?
What you done?
Take it. Did you get it or did he get it?
He got it.
You bitch!
Oh,
Give
what?
it.
You want this?
No, I wanted to give it to him, he was here first.
Oh,
That's
you.
not fair. Be nice, guys.
Attention, all personnel.
Wow.
Fuck.
The light
Wow.
containment zone
You know what? You know what?
detonation process will
Have
occur
mine.
in T-minus 15
Thanks.
Fuck it, have mine.
All biological substances must be
Right, let's fight like
removed
50.
in order.
The scientists, of course, always team with the Foundation personnel, so they do have a wide range of friends. But the cons are quite simple and nothing's as basic as it looks. There are less scientists than D-boys at around a ratio of 1 to 2, meaning they can easily overwhelm you, which is unlikely, well, because they're not going to all get armed, but you get the point. Scientists also have harder win conditions and are less likely to win games, I would say. One D-boy escaping stops you winning. Also, while the scientists could have many friends, it's very unlikely. Scientists will of course have the MTF and guard, that's a given. But the D-Class will probably take your items. This isn't a given. You know, some D-Class are very nice and some D-Class love to cooperate. When I'm a D-boy, I love to cooperate with scientists. When I'm a scientist, I like to cooperate with D-boys. But some are just pricks. Roll VT.
I'm afraid I've got to rob you.
Please?
Ah, you got it. Don't open that door.
Fine.
We're not letting them in. We must massacre them all.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
No, you
Yeah, I got it this time.
You can technically cooperate with Chaos by being cuffed by Chaos, much like D-boys can be cuffed by MTF. But the servers that I play on, at least, that never happens. Now that's probably because the Chaos don't spawn in with disarmers, and I've seen servers where Chaos do spawn in with disarmers, and they have to, according to the rules, disarm scientists. But on the servers I play on, which I think are sometimes the official servers, you will never be cuffed. You will always be shot on sight by Chaos. If there's a 9% chance you'll be saved by the MTF as a D-boy, there's a 1% chance you'll be saved by Chaos as a scientist. I've got one myself in a mic, so we're good. I reckon... Down there! And let's not forget, the SCPs will probably kill you. I've definitely seen some SCPs who have let D-Class go, but want all the scientists dead. And I don't know why, because obviously if you let the D-Class go as an SCP, the D-Class will win if they escape, and you will lose, even if one escapes. But I think if a scientist escapes, even one, you can still win as an SCP. Can't confirm that last one, but the point is, SCPs just have bad experiences at D-Boy apparently because they will always kill scientists. They might let D-Class go, and for some reason, it's always the goddamn frog dog. Yes, scientists can have the reputation of being dickheads, which leads to them being targeted, despite the fact that, realistically, D-Class should be the priority, like I said in the previous video. With that, all the pros and cons have been covered, and overall, the scientist is basically the MTS D-Class. Yes, I said it. You stuck-up snobbish scientists are like those orang boys. And much like the orang boys, your goal as a scientist is to escape. And much like the D-Class, there are two methods of escaping, which I've covered before and I will do again for this video. The first, of course, is speedrunning, and the second is upgrading. So, without further ado, let's get into the first method. So, the first method is speedrunning. Now, while I'm telling you how to speedrun, footage of me attempting this will go on screen as I talk.
It's fine.
Now, the speedrun of a scientist is the exact same as a D-Class, except slightly easier and shorter. You already spawn in with a scientist keycard, so don't worry about finding one at PC or GR or whatever. As soon as you spawn in, you should look around for O12 containment chamber and get that zone manager, because that zone manager has checkpoint access. As soon as you get it, get to one of the checkpoints, either A or B, and get yourself into heavy. If you're lucky, you as a scientist may have spawned in at an exit, which means you'll know the path between the exit to O12.
Oh, right. I thought you said go to heavy. That would be nice. Oh, perfect.
So, you're in heavy. Try to find 096's containment chamber.
What?
I didn't do this because I just ran for entrance
12.
and hope for the best. But you should try to find 096's containment chamber. Get yourself that lieutenant card, and realistically, if you're a scientist who can speedrun well, because you have that advantage over any running D-Class, you'll be fine. You should be able to get that card first, unless the guards class it, in which case you're still fine. So, try to get the lieutenant card or find someone who did get it before you, and once you have that, you're ready to escape. Get to the entrance checkpoint, get to the gate, get to surface. That's how you speedrun, and next up is the upgrade method. Keep watching the video above. In the video that's playing now,
he's running away.
Yeah, I didn't get the lieutenant card, I didn't find the 096's chamber, and so I had to wait around, and if Chaos spawned I would have been screwed, but luckily MTS spawned. MTS do typically spawn in first. I mean, they have the higher probability because they have more tickets. They have 24 tickets compared to 14 at the start of the game. But yeah, I just ran for it, hoping they spawn, and they did spawn, and I'm free. So, do that.
What are you doing?
I do have a card!
I love you, fam.
Go!
Get in, please. Oh my god.
We're fucked.
I escaped peanuts, that's my story.
We're not gonna skip the rest of them though.
Oh, look down! Look down!
What?
Look down.
Alright.
Hello. What shot? There's a shot.
You bit. There's a P. Let's not go down.
Yeah, what's up? Yes? Can you let me go? I don't have a card. I have nothing. I'm glitchy. I'm just
I love you.
D-boy. But you're a good guy, Shy Guy. I believe in you. I think you can make the words change. You can change the word.
Yeah, Shaggy's a nice guy, man. You just don't look at him. He's fine.
I'm looking straight. Alright, go.
Hey, Shaggy, can you take us to your containment chamber, please? Shaggy, will you take me to your containment chamber? Is that a no? Okay, that's fine. You've hurt my feelings. I won't lie to you. You've hurt my feelings, but it's all right. I forgive you. I forgive you. This is a dub. Yes! 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 Yes!
Bevel, I'll escort you.
Thank you. I don't know how this happened.
It just built different, alright?
Wait, oh my god, you're
Trolled. Yeah, let's go. Let's escort this scientist.
Get me out of it.
Go on. Go,
I'm a
go,
scientist.
go.
Get me out of here.
Come on, scientist.
Has anyone else escaped or?
Nah, I got killed by 096.
Oh wait, did he? Oh okay, because he told I made it to the checkpoint and then he left me.
I made it to checkpoint and he just slaughtered me.
No, oh no. Well, jeez.
Uh,
Be gone!
see ya.
So, the second method is the upgrade method using 914. And like for the first method, I will be playing footage of me attempting to escape via the upgrade method, and I successfully do. In the footage that you are seeing, however, my keycard went from my person to a D-boy to a guard. And then I escaped with the guard, except for the fact that the guard left me in heavy because he's an idiot. So you know what? Roll with it, just listen to my voice and just enjoy the gameplay in the background because it was idiotic to say the least. Again, you spawn in with a scientist keycard, and your priority is to find SCP-914. As soon as you find it, enter the containment chamber with your keycard in hand. When you're in 914, you're trying to get a keycard you can escape with, which is a keycard that has gate access and checkpoint access. And those cards include the MTF Lieutenant and Commander cards, Chaos Insurgency Access Device, Facility Manager, and O5 card. While there are many routes to getting each of these cards, I'll only be telling you the best way. But, just so you know, the general rule is that if you want to improve something like a keycard or even an item in general, chuck it on fine. So this is what we're going to do. Set 914 on 1 to 1 and run the scientist keycard through 1th, and that will get you a zone manager. Set the machine to fine and run it a second time. Put the zone manager card, drop the zone manager card and drop your medkit at the same time to get a facility manager card and adrenaline. Now, the adrenaline, if you don't know, gives you some extra HP called AHP temporarily and some unlimited stamina temporarily. And the adrenaline can be handy for running away from SCPs. So you're ready to escape with that adrenaline and facility manager card, but optionally you can run it through again on fine. So if you go through fine again, if you run the facility manager card and the adrenaline on fine once more, you can create an O5 card and an SCP 500, which heals you to max health upon consumption. So obviously you don't have to create an O5 and a 500. You could create an O5 and keep adrenaline, or keep your facility manager and create a 500. But the point is, any mix of those combinations, just choose one and get out of there once you get facility manager or O5. Once you finish your upgrades, just find the checkpoint, get to heavy, try to leave 914 as soon as you can, because the SCPs will most likely rush it. Once you're in heavy, don't worry about finding 096, get straight to entrance zone, then to surface, and escape.
I am not doing anything. Please, calm down. I do not have anything on me. Okay, what are we doing now?
Yeah, so we should probably go, surface, leave. I don't have a keycard on me, but leave.
Yeah. I don't have anything, man. Purple, okay. I thought my game was lagging.
You know, his game's lagging. No, I needed Raptor. Oh, shit. You're killing all the D-boys and we actually need him alive.
I surrender.
Can I have my card,
I
please?
surrender.
Can I at least take...
Hey, Purple, hi. Hey, God, I surrender my weapon. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. There you go.
Drop the card. I want my card, please.
Okay. Wait, Purple. Can I negotiate something? Can I
Sure.
negotiate something? Hey, God, are you okay if I negotiate privately with the scientist?
No,
He has a gun,
he's not.
so-
No, come back. No, come back.
Shy guy, get-
Oh, God,
Get-
Gain! We're fucked. We're fucked.
We're gonna get inside. Nah, we're not. Calm down.
What do you mean we're not?
Oh. We're fine in here. I mean, the guard's outside, but you know. Let's put your weapon down like real gentlemen. So, Purple. Why would I give you the key card? Also, Roy's saying I'm a bitch, but I don't know why. But,
Oh yeah,
why
Roy
would I
called
give
me a
you this
bitch as
car?
well.
Oh,
It's because apparently, it's because I was chasing you and you left me behind.
Hello.
Oh shit. Can I have the O5 at least, please? 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 No, fuck you. Fuck you. You've hurt my feelings. Also, wait, before you go. You bitch! No, I was about to say. I take that back. Also, Raptor, Roy, and, okay, you know what? I wish I could lock him in, but I can't. Can we leave, please? Look, okay. Basically, every diva that you murdered, which is all of them, are calling you a bitch. Which that's GR18, I believe. Okay. So yeah, I have that. Fuck my life. I'm a scientist, and I don't know why I don't like you. Are you good? You're lagging.
Task Force Unit X-Ray 11 has entered
Fuck
the
my
facility.
life.
All remaining personnel are advised to proceed with standard
The only reason you're not there is because I can't see you
protocols
looking.
until
Which way?
an
Oh, fuck's sake.
MTF-12 reaches your destination.
You know what? Nah,
Awaiting
fuck that guy.
containment of 3 SCP subjects.
Now, when you do get to the entrance zone, you've got a choice of either Gate A or Gate B. Gate B is closer to the escape area and is where MTF spawn, while Chaos spawn by Gate B, which is further away. And as a scientist, the MTF can't and won't hurt you, while the Chaos will always kill you. So, always go Gate B. Also something worthy of note, you'll know when MTF spawn in because of the 9-tailed fox announcement, which will be like, Mobile Task Force Epsilon 11, 9-tailed fox X-Ray 05 is spawned in the facility, stay where you are, they'll come get you, right? So you know when they spawn in fact everyone knows. But you have no idea when Chaos spawn, and in fact only D-Class and other Chaos will hear when Chaos Wave happens, because a Chaos Anthem will play. But you won't hear it, only they will. So if you're with a D-Class, you may want to ask them if Chaos has spawned. They probably won't tell you, but you might as well ask. But there is a simple way of you telling if Chaos spawn actually. Lag spikes. Literally just lag spikes. I mean, every time a wave spawns, whether it's MTF or Chaos, a massive lag spike happens. So, if you got a massive lag spike, it's possibly Chaos. Probably Chaos. Definitely Chaos. Just assume the worst and that it is Chaos, because if it doesn't say it's MTF, it's Chaos, good enough for you. And if that is the case, leave the area you are in, because they'll probably have been spectating you, they'll probably know where you are. So if you're camping at the shelter or Gate B, they know you're there. Do not camp Gate A or Gate B unless you have guards that can defend you. Retreat into a dead-end entrance perhaps, or back to heavy, wait for them to pass you, and then go past them. If you're lucky, the SCPs won't be neutral to the Chaos and will actually fight them. Both methods have their advantages and their drawbacks. Speedrunning is easy as a scientist since you spawn in with a card, you don't waste time looking for one, but the risk of running into SCPs or not finding the lieutenant card still apply. But you do get to be more likely to avoid the 914 rush by SCPs. The upgrade method is more longer, but is more reliable, yet more risky. I would say that if you were to spawn near 012, you would speedrun. If you spawn in 914, you should upgrade. And if you'd spawn in both, then get a zone manager, turn it into facility manager, and then speedrun by upgrading the zone into facility. And that's pretty good actually.
We've gone here before.
And with that, this guide on how to actually win as a scientist is done. Thank you for watching the video, and I wish you luck in your future scientist games. Please like, subscribe, and comment on what guides I should do in the future. And a reminder to any scientist who escapes. You may have escaped hell, but don't forget, you're going right back to where you started it as an MTF. Maybe it's time for you to get some revenge on SCPs in any D-Class who have wronged you.
I heard you.
I hope they've watched a guide on how to actually win.
I did that a lot.
I'm dead.